Hello everyone and welcome back to the Perfect French with Dylane. Today we are going to learn everything about the relative pronouns. Les pronoms relatifs. In the book we are going from page 241 to 246. De 241 à 246. If you want to test yourself, I will also post a little quiz on my Instagram story. I know that this is a subject that worries a lot of French learners. It's actually not as hard as you think. As long as you know what is a subject, what is an object, and that you know your preposition with verbs. So we saw many of them. We saw the verbs with a, we saw the verbs with de, we saw the verb with pour, etc. This is all about that. This is all about the subject, the object, and the prepositions. So what do we have? We are going to start with qui, que, dont, où, and lequel. This lesson is going to be a little bit long, so make sure that you're comfortable and you have time. Of course, you have one exercise in the book after each point, so don't worry, we're gonna go step by step. The biggest difference here is that in English, we don't always have to use them, but in French, we do. They cannot be skipped in French at all. They always have to be there. So let's start with qui. Qui replaces the subject, which can be either a thing or a person. It can also never be shortened to QUI apostrophe. Never. We will always take qui. So let's see two sentences and then we're going to put it together into one. We have le café a ouvert l'année dernière. Le café a ouvert l'année dernière. And then you want to add, il a brûlé. Il a brûlé. This is quite heavy, two different sentences, so you can simply say le café qui a ouvert l'année dernière a brûlé. So the coffee that opened last year burned down. Le café qui a ouvert l'année dernière a brûlé. Okay? Let's see another one. J'ai vu un film. J'ai vu un film. Ce film était romantique. Ce film était romantique. If we put the two sentences together, j'ai vu un film qui était romantique. J'ai vu un film qui était romantique. As you see, a relative pronoun is made to link two different clauses. That's all it is. If you want to try, you can do the exercise 5.12. Another way that we can use qui is with prepositions. So, à, de, pour, chez, and avec. The preposition always goes with the verb. It's very important to understand. If you don't know the verbs that are with the prepositions, you are not going to be able to use this correctly. So make sure to know your foundation, which are the verb followed by the preposition. They are very specific, okay? Let's see. Mon ami à qui j'ai prêté un livre ne me l'a pas rendu. Mon ami à qui j'ai prêté un livre ne me l'a pas rendu. Why? Because prêter à. Prêter à. Another one. Le politicien pour qui j'ai voté a perdu. Le politicien pour qui j'ai voté a perdu. Why? Because voter pour. Voter pour. Pour qui j'ai voté. One with de. L'homme de qui je parle. L'homme de qui je parle. Because parler de. Parler de. Then we have aller chez. Le médecin chez qui je vais est en vacances. Le médecin chez qui je vais est en vacances. Aller chez. Chez qui je vais. One with avec. La personne avec qui je parle est ma cousine. La personne avec qui je parle est ma cousine. Parler avec. You can pause the video and do the exercise 5.13. Que has many translations, but it's not going to be the subject, it's not going to replace the subject, is going to replace the direct object. We have seen that when we saw the direct object pronoun. This is the exact same process. And unlike qui, que can become Q apostrophe when followed by something starting with a vowel or silent H. Que is always going to be followed by either a pronoun or a noun, but not a verb. Let's see. J'ai vu un film, le film était nul. J'ai vu un film, le film était nul. Le film que j'ai vu était nul. Le film que j'ai vu était nul. So here, j'ai vu quoi? Le film. Il était nul. Le film que j'ai vu était nul. Another one. Les vacances que j'ai réservées sont annulées. Les vacances que j'ai réservées sont annulées. And here, do you remember when we use the passé composé? So when we have the passé composé, the past participle will agree in gender and number with the direct object if the direct object is placed before. If you don't know, go back and watch the video on direct object pronoun. But here it is. Que basically acts for les vacances. So réservé will have EES. Les vacances que j'ai réservées sont annulées. Que j'ai réservé. You can try the exercise 5.14 now. Now, dont. Dont is going to replace an object or person when it includes de. This is very important. The preposition de, of course, always goes with the verb. I told you it was all about subject, object, and preposition. It's all about that. Let's see. Le jardin dont je m'occupe est en mauvais état. Le jardin dont je m'occupe est en mauvais état. So, why dont je m'occupe? Because s'occuper de. S'occuper de. This is as easy as that. So here, dont cannot be the subject. Le jardin dont je m'occupe. Je m'occupe du jardin. S'occuper de. Another one. Voici ce dont j'ai besoin. Voici ce dont j'ai besoin. Why? Because avoir besoin de. Avoir besoin de. Voici ce dont j'ai besoin. Here's what I need. Exercise 5.15. Next point. Ooh, the one with the accent. Not the one that means or. Not this one. This one. This one can mean either where or when. So it will refer to a place, but it can also be a place in time. Let's see. Le jour où tu es né était merveilleux. Le jour où tu es né était merveilleux. The day when you were born was wonderful. Le jour où tu es né était merveilleux. Okay? Où. Another one. C'est là où je travaille. C'est là où je travaille. This is where I work. C'est là où je travaille. Exercise 5.16. Now, lequel, auquel, duquel. Let's start with lequel. Lequel is going to be used after a preposition other than de. Remember that de is for dont. Here, it's going to be other than de. I told you it was all about prepositions. So for this one, we are going to have sur, avec, dans, and pour. They're the four ones we are going to see. But first, let's see lequel with all the different forms. We can have masculine singular, feminine singular, masculine plural, feminine plural. We have lequel, laquelle, lesquels, lesquels. And if we add the preposition, just to see the formation of the word, we have sur lequel, avec laquelle, dans lesquels, pour lesquels, just to show you. Of course, the preposition can be with any of the form of lequel. So let's see. C'est la robe avec laquelle je me suis mariée. C'est la robe avec laquelle je me suis mariée. Of course, she didn't marry the dress. It's just a fact to say that she was wearing it when she got married. C'est la robe avec laquelle je me suis mariée. Okay? Now, auquel. auquel is simply another form of lequel. It's going to be with the preposition a. Only a. So we have auquel, à laquelle, auquel, and auquel. Let's see. Le client auquel je parle est impoli. Le client auquel je parle est impoli. Why? Because parler à. Le client auquel je parle est impoli. Simple as that. It can seem a little bit complicated, of course, but it will come with a lot of practice. As long as you know the rules, it will come with practice. Don't focus too much on it. If you can't use them, it will come with a lot of practice. If there's something that you have to focus actually at the beginning, focus on que, qui, dont, où, for. And then lequel, auquel, and duquel, that will be for later. Let's see duquel. Duquel is of course another form of lequel. It's made with the preposition de, which means that it's only going to be used with something including the preposition de, but not de alone. It's going to be près de, à côté de, à gauche de, etc. We'll see. So we have duquel, de laquelle, desquels, and desquels. C'est le bateau au bord duquel nous avons voyagé. C'est le bateau au bord duquel nous avons voyagé. Why? Because être à bord de, ou voyager à bord de. Au bord duquel nous avons voyagé. When you feel comfortable, you can do the exercise 5.17. Tomorrow we stay in the subject for the pronouns. We are going to see everything about ce qui, ce que, ce dont, etc. So I will see you tomorrow. À demain.